Yes now, bless now. I'm gonna chill out after this video, people. I got a little rating, a little review on a weekend. I just listened to Vampire Weekend self-titled record. I've been waiting to listen to this record for a little minute, to be honest with you. It's crossed my mind since before the dawn of this channel to sort of delve into this band. There's been an aesthetic pull for me to check this band out. As of this time, I'm still stuck on this one question that I was asking throughout my reactions of this actual record song by song. Is it a British band or an American band? Because I have seen that this band is American through word. I don't know whether it was on Wikipedia or elsewhere, but I have seen that it's an American band. But this band has got such a British indie sound. And when I say British indie, I mean British indie from the 2000s, yeah? Live at Leeds, yeah? Castrovalva, Pulled Apart by Horses. Not saying that the band is alike those bands, but the band fits into the scene of those bands. And I'm going to find out when I decat the Wikipedia properly and have a little bit of a deep delve in the next video what and where this band is. So I've listened to the self-titled. I initially decided full force to delve into it after about the 16,000th time I heard A-Punk, or at least the introduction riff to A-Punk. I heard A-Punk, man, on the In-Betweeners a minute back. And the In-Betweeners, for anybody who doesn't know, is a British comedy which, if you're British, it's timeless and so relatable. It's fantastic, but this isn't an In-Betweeners review. If it was, it'd be a 10 out of 10. It'd be an 11 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic. The band has got a broad spectrum of sound. I relate it to what I heard with Arcade Fire. I've only heard Arcade Fire's Funeral record as of so far, which is their debut record, and they aren't alike to an extent where I'd say they are alike, but there's some degree of crossover. 11 tunes on this record. It doesn't outstay its welcome. It's long enough. The guitar lines are good. The synth, instrumentally speaking, regarding the band, steals the show. The lyrical content is fantastic. Great lyrical. Great vocal performance. As far as the sound engineering, the vocal is at the forefront. You listen to the vocal before anything else. The instrumental actually paints the picture, whereas the vocal gives you the explanation of what the picture is. Some hit and miss in the record, as you may really enjoy some things and think meh to the other things, but you're never going to hate the other things because it'll come and go. Even if you dislike something, it'll come and go. It seems as if it's very well thought out. It's very well produced. I don't know who put this record out. Exclusive license to XL Recordings Limited. That's as much as I've got here, provided by Beggars Group Digital. I don't know what that means, do you? I hate to use this term, but the band is well versed in world music, and I use the term world music purely as during my music education, that's what I got told this sort of stuff was, because of course music external to the Western world doesn't exist. But there's a lot of rhythms and beats and, ideas that, and they're all toe tappers, they're all dance fueled rhythms that come external to generalized Western music, which is good. Initially, I didn't know if it was the synth utilizing these instrumentation packs or whatever you would call them, but there's a string section involved within this record, and it's used very well. Used very well. Really pleasing. There's a very glittery, shiny sound to the record, and it was good. And it showcased a capability that had me aware that this band was capable of more in the future. So I know that Vampire Weekend for the album next and the album next and the album next are going to progress onwards and span their boundaries and perimeters elsewhere and elsewhere and elsewhere and elsewhere to a degree which I can't imagine. I don't know where the band's going to take their next turn. And artistically speaking, that's really good. That's really good. That's art. You know, food for thought. If I'm going to rate this record, I'll rate it a 6 out of 10. Arguably, I could give it a 5. And we leave the rating on my personal taste as opposed to a generalised taste. Or at least if I'm to generalise it, I will allow you to know that I'm doing so. But my personal tastes, I'm not going to come back to the record. But I liked it a lot. I enjoyed the listen through. I thought it was brief enough to please me. Like, songs sub 3 minutes is brilliant to me in the perfect amount of time. And it signifies a particular time in my life where British sounding indie music was in. And although there's, like I said, world influence on the music, it has a very British sound, in my personal opinion. And I'll leave that there. We will continue on with Vampire Weekend. We'll see what you people think, if you are interested in it or not. If you're not bothered, then I won't bother. I'm signing out. Peace.